Shomari. Come on. I've seen Shomari around for years. I saw him in DC this year, like, how are you? And I find out that I know his mother most of my life. And I'm in my 60s, maybe 50, almost 60 years. I've known her since I was a child. I don't want to tell her age, but thank you.
She look good for it.
So, Shomari. I said, Shomari, let's talk about Buffalo, because I know where your mother came from, because we came up from the same neighborhood, but what about you? And then he started talking about his mom. Pat, you got a great son, and he loves you. You've inspired him in ways that's unimaginable, I'm telling you. The entrepreneurial spirit came from her. The fight and the drive came from her. The community activism came from her. The CEO came from her. The style, because I'm telling you, you're killing it with this Gucci package. But what I do know about you is even though you live someplace else, you've never forgotten about your home. It's been your drive, right? You buffaloed your way down to DC and you still come here, and we appreciate you for you. So he is a CEO, someone that cares about kids, loves them actually, because his school is a remarkable example of what a charter school should be, correct? I want you to give it up for our difference maker, Shomari James.
Just a couple words. Marnette said a couple words. She can't be like So first off, I have to give thanks to God. I'm not going to tell you who or what to believe in, but once you believe in something that's higher than yourself, you will elevate because God will keep you lifted all the time.
Amen.
The next thing I am, Shomari James, Buffalo native. I'm going to probably say some things, especially to the folks over at the bar that's paying attention. I'm going to say some things that you might get a little and you see about it. We have a lot of conversations about DEI and are upset and how we are out of pocket about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I'm not saying, so don't leave here tonight saying that Shomari said we don't believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is in the 1800s, we wasn't worried about diversity, equity, and inclusion. There was a guy by the name of Nat Turner. I remember Nat Turner.
Oh, yeah.
Nat Turner wasn't concerned about diversity, equity, and inclusion. He was concerned about liberation. There was someone else that we might know, and they said that she didn't smile in any of the pictures because at that time, it was one of the things that was funny by the name of Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman was not interested in diversity, equity, and inclusion. She was focused on liberation. Liberation. Black Wall Street wasn't concerned about diversity, equity, and inclusion. They were concerned about what?
Liberation.
Liberation. So how do we get there? How do we get to liberation? Because equity, equality, inclusion is good, it's cool. But somewhere along the way, we lost that path, we lost that spirit of Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman, right? So I'm going to tell you how we get there. A few things. We need activism. Because every once in a while, we got to burn shit down. Every once in a while. Well, we can't just burn things down and not have advocacy and policy that leads to positive change. You have to burn shit down and then create the policy that supports us. The third thing that oftentimes we forget about, even oftentimes we come with this rhetoric of tax the rich, eat the rich, beat up the rich. No, we need financial education to fuel the activism and the advocacy for the policies that support our people. And I'm not racist, right? I'm talking about the underserved. The underserved can be white, they can be black, they can be Latin American, but the majority of the time, underserved look like me. They look like me. So how do we get there and get to what?
Liberation.
Activism. Advocacy that leads to policy changes and financial education is what we need. The last thing that I'll say, there's enough money in this room right now that we can buy Jefferson from Canisius all the way down. And I say Canisius all the way down. Yes, thank you, They said that was the last thing I say, so I'll end on activism. Let's burn some shit down. have advocacy so we can create policy for each other. And then wrap that up with financial education and don't clown or talk about tax the rich, eat the rich, become the rich.
Okay.
Money is not bad, people are evil. It's actually the saying that the love of money is what is bad.
Right.
Love to get money to help other people. Financial education is the key, y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you for everybody that